Today we have a very interesting case. So we have received a series of emails from a viewer, a woman who said that she's looking for a high limit personal credit card, but no credit card issuer is approving her. She has a high FICO score. She has high income. So big question is, what the F? So we are going to review this, and we invite all our smart viewers, our viewers. I know y'all are very smart, very intelligent. Please feel free to contribute. Feel free to pitch in so we can help the sister really solve her problem. Don't you go anywhere. You're going to love today's conversation. I guarantee. So I'm Sudi Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka, and let's roll. In today's conversation, we have received a series of emails from Alicia, who is 32 years old, and she said, I'm looking for a high-limit personal credit card, but no issuer is approving me. And I have a high FICO score, and I have high income. So what gives? So let me first sort of summarize your case to the viewers, Alicia. So what's really going on here? Dear viewer, I really want you all to pitch in, but I want to summarize the case for you. So here is the synopsis of everything. So we are speaking about Alicia. Alicia, we have, as promised, we have actually hidden your last name. You are 32 years old. You are from Baltimore, Maryland, of course, beautiful city. Shout out to all my peeps in Baltimore. And we have, you are making right now good income for your age bracket. I don't know what kind of company you're working for. You're working for Google. Okay. So you are making $84,000 a year. This is fantastic. Very happy for you. May the Lord bless you. So you are an IT systems engineer. You work at Google Area 120. I don't even know what that is, but I guess it is. It must be a department within Google. So you are single with one child. Your FICO score is 713. So you said you have a high FICO score. I'm not really sure 713 is high. I mean, it is good. It's a great score, but I'm not really sure it is really, really high, but it's okay. And you currently have two credit cards, and you are looking for a third card, but I guess the two credit cards have a small limit, low limit. So you are looking for a high limit credit card. So this is actually the summary of your situation. So again, dear viewer, I'm trying to really break things down for you. So here is a sister. Here is a woman who is making good money, great money, $84,000. Okay. And her FICO score is 713. She's 32 years old. She's she's an IT systems engineer at Google. And so basically, when you look at everything on paper, she has strong fundamentals. Strong fundamentals. So why are credit card issuers actually avoiding her? Let's just dig a little deeper here. First things first, Alicia. One thing I want to say here is that, have you checked your credit scores? Because you said you are currently at 713. Okay, is this the average of all three credit bureaus, or is it basically your Equifax credit score? Is it your TransUnion, your Experian? What is it? And what was the last time you checked your credit score? Because the thing is, a lot of folks, they are talking about, they probably gave you data from 6 months ago or 9 months ago. So the thing is, we want to have updated data from you. Okay, so please let us know your latest FICO score. And it's very important to know, because everything will start from your FICO score. So you got to check your credit scores. Okay. And number two, have you thought about the specific type of card that you want? When we talk about credit cards, there is a constellation, there is a variety of credit cards. Okay. Cashback credit cards, rewards credit card, balance transfer. So what kind of specific card are you looking for? Because the more specific you are, the better you can find the card you want. This is really important, Alicia. So don't you try to really invest in several baskets, several proverbial baskets. You want to actually zero in on a specific basket, and this is the card that so if you tell me, hey, listen, I want a cash back I want a cash back credit card. Okay, then we could talk. We can start a conversation about which banks offer the best cashback credit cards. If you say, I want a rewards credit card, okay, we can start a conversation about that, but you have to be very specific. Okay, you need to understand the terms on your credit card application, the specific credit card application you are looking for. Okay, you want to understand things like annual fees, APR for purchases, APR for balance transfers, cash advance, late fees, and whatnot. The reason is that before you go after a card, the more you understand the specific terms the card has to offer, the better you can determine whether or not this card is for you in the first place. Because see, the thing is, you just sent us a series of emails and you were pissed off about the fact that you cannot have a high limit. Okay, but the credit limit is one thing. It is an important criterion. It is an ego trip, if you want to think about it. That I have a limit of 10 grand. I have a limit of 20 grand. But there are other things that are important. Balance transfer fees, APR for cash advances, APR for purchases, APR for balance transfers, the annual fees. Those are really important too, because those will determine whether or not you will keep the card, you will use the card more often in the long run. I'm not even talking about the rewards scheme that the card offers. So those are really important. And daughter, Alicia, I want you to be careful here. Okay? And the thing is, your thing is, hey, listen, I want to have a high limit credit card. Everybody wants to have a high limit credit card. Everybody. I have not seen anybody on this earth who does not want to have a high limit credit card. Even the minions they want to have a high limit credit card. Even Darth Vader wants to have a high limit credit card. The thing here is that, have you chosen where to apply? Have you actually been, because you need to be more, you have to discriminate when it comes to choosing the place where you want to apply. Where do you currently bank at? Where are you banking at right now? I mean, you haven't mentioned that. I mean, we asked you, our team asked you, well, what kind of banks you currently have. You didn't answer. So the question here is, you have 2 credit cards currently. So the big question is, why are you not seeking a credit limit increase on those 2 cards, but you are trying to get a brand new personal credit card with a high limit? Those are quintessential questions that we need to have answers to. I mean, do you have a good relationship with the existing banks or credit unions where you're currently at? Or are you just like, hey, you have a so-so relationship? Because it's always better to start where they already know you, because that way you can actually parlay the great relationship you have built with them over the years into something even better, into a high limit credit card. Okay, so choose where to apply, very important. And have you tried to see if you can pre-qualify for the card? Because right now, I think your strategy is just to go and just apply automatically and and see if you can get a high limit credit card. No, the thing is, you have great fundamentals. You are making more than $80,000 a year. You're single with 1 child, okay? And the thing is, you want to seek credit cards that can pre-qualify you. That way, you have no surprise, because you can enter your name, address, your fundamentals, your financials, your income data, and all that kind of stuff, and you get a soft inquiry. You get a soft pull, which is really which has no impact on your credit score. I mean, they'll check your credit score, or they'll check your credit report, but they have your credit history rather, but it has no impact on your credit score. My point is, you want to be strategic here, okay? And hey, listen, if you have to go through a hard pull after going through a soft pull, if you like the numbers they give you, then prepare for a knock to your credit. But that's fine, because at least if you go through a pre-qualification process, and if you like the numbers they're giving you, then yes, go ahead and apply for real. Okay, this is really important. Solution idea number 1, Alicia. So, one thing I want to say here is that do not apply for too many credit cards at once. I don't know what kind of strategy you currently have as you are trying to apply for your potential high limit personal credit card, but please refrain from actually applying for multiple credit cards. I think you are a little desperate, and you got to stop that. Stop that attitude, because we have emailed you back and forth, and you are kind of like, I need this in 1 month. Stop the attitude. Stop the attitude. You have great fundamentals already. Okay, 84 grand a year, FICO 713. What else are you looking for? Take your time, hold your horses, all right? And do not apply for too many credit cards at once. This is actually dragging your FICO score to the basement. I mean, you might be thinking, 713 is kind of cool. 713 is great, but it's not like high. I mean, all members of our team, we are Yours sincerely, I am at 833, and all members of our team are above 810, 820. So 713 is good, but not that superb. So you can do better. So do not apply for too many credit cards at once. This is detrimental for your chances when it comes to getting a high limit personal credit card. What I'm trying to say here is do not appear desperate. You're not desperate. Take it easy, okay? And the thing is, know what's in your credit reports. Yeah, because I want you to really go back to your credit reports and actually look at things. Because if you're not getting a high limit credit card, there must be something. There must be something precluding you, something preventing you from getting the high limit credit cards, the credit card that you need and deserve. So go back to your credit reports and see if there is an error, and something really creeping in there. Maybe you might be a victim of identity theft, or they made a mistake, probably on your address. Okay, and the thing here is that you want to apply for credit cards that fit your credit scores. You are currently at 713, and I'm not even sure that 713 is accurate, because you said, we have no idea when was the last time you checked your credit score. But my thing is, you want to look for cards that really fit. There has to be a fit between your credit score and the cards that you're applying for. Okay, and no matter what limit you're asking, you got to make sure that there is that synchronicity. Okay, that it has to be an alignment, a parallel between your FICO score and the cards you're applying for. Solution idea number 2, Alicia. I want you to really take care of the 2 credit cards that you currently have. See, the thing is, you haven't told us. You said you have 2 credit cards, okay? But my question is, what is the CUR on those 2 credit cards? I mean, simply because you're making a lot of cash, a lot of money, doesn't mean that you have a low CUR or you have a low DTI for that matter. Yeah, because the thing here is that, we see a lot of people who actually make a lot of cash, and they actually have a high credit utilization ratio. They have a high debt to income ratio. So the bottom line is their high income does not help them, get a high limit, because banks and credit unions are looking at their profiles and thinking, we don't want to, give that person more credit because he or she is not able to properly manage what he or she currently has. Is that your case? Daughter, talk to me. I mean, you're making a lot of cash, but what is your train of living? I mean, what is your lifestyle? Are you just fleshing it out, just hanging out in the neighborhood, telling everybody, you're just banging, you just making the dough, you just living the best time of your life by just, a lot of bling bling, whatever. Listen, I'm not actually against any of those things, but what I'm trying to say here is that if you are trying to have a high limit personal credit card, a high limit credit card, you really need to show issuers that you can manage responsibly whatever you currently have. So my question is, what is the situation on the 2 credit cards you currently have? And an ancillary question is, why don't you just request a credit limit increase on the existing credit cards that you have? I mean, that would be the logical option for me, because if I'm currently at Chase and they gave me, let's say, $5,000 or $10,000 on a credit card, and I'm looking for a high limit personal credit card, why don't I would just first ask Chase to raise my limit to maybe $15,000. If I am $10,000, I want to ask them to go to $15,000. That's a logical move than trying to apply for a brand new credit card. So this is really important. So pay your bills on time and pay as often as possible. Not once on the 28th, the 25th of the month. No, you want to pay multiple times during the month. So that way you are reducing your CUR continually throughout the month, because you don't know when the credit card issuer is going to report your data to the 3 CRAs, the credit reporting agencies, right? So very important. I want you to pay your bills on time, and I want you to watch your credit utilization ratio. You want to break it down as much as possible, which I don't think you currently have. I don't think you have a low CUR. I really don't think. And our team has thought about your case, and we think you don't have a low CUR at the moment, but it is pure speculation. Please get back to us or comment in the comment section below and let us know what your CUR and DTI currently are. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another session of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. We are still having a conversation about Alicia, and Alicia wants to have a high limit personal credit card, and she has strong fundamentals. You know, her FICO score is 713 up there. Her income 84 grand. That's really good. She's 32 years. She's 32 years old, a single mom. She lives in Baltimore, and Alicia, one thing I want you to do right now is I want you to really diversify your credit. The thing is here is that, you know, you have 713, and maybe you want to think about getting a personal line of credit also. Because if right now all you have, you're 32, so I have no idea about the credit mix that you have. Do you currently have just credit cards? Or you have a nice combo of credit cards, loans of credit, and what have you? I mean, you can answer us in the comment section, or you can just send us an email. But the thing, what I want to say here is that if you are able to have a diversity of credit in your FICO score, this will actually have a positive, a conducive effect on your FICO score. Okay, this is really important because if credit card issuers are thinking that you cannot handle a diverse range of credit products, they're not going to give you more money. Okay, and the thing is, you said that you try to get a personal credit card, and no issuer wants to work with you. And the question is, how did you apply, and what kind of info did you put on the application form? And because, you know, did you apply last year? Did you apply last week? Did you apply yesterday? Did you apply 10 years ago? Did you apply? You know, we need to have a clear understanding of timing here. Okay, this is important now. The thing is, your income is already high, so I'm not going to ask you to find a co-signer or a co-applicant for the credit card. You know, matter of fact, you are currently single, so, you know, if you're dating, I don't want you to start having, you know, a co-application, a credit card co-application process with someone you're dating, somebody that you're not, I would say, permanently linked to, permanently tied to, so to speak. So you have to go solo here. You have to go solo. So the whole thing here is that if you are trying to get a high limit credit card, and you are not getting it from, whomever you are asking, well, then you have to change strategy. You got to change the strategy. Solution idea number 4, and this is something I have said before. I'm going to say it again. You want to go back to the 2 credit cards you currently have. If those are different issuers, that's fine. You want to contact them separately. And you need to start building a relationship. You need to start building a relationship with the banks, or the banks, or the credit unions, and you want to start from there. Now, if the credit cards you currently have are from issuers that are different from the banks you currently have, then you want to go back to the financial institution you currently have and start building a relationship there. Okay, as a rule of thumb, the easiest things for you to do is to apply for a credit card at the financial institution where you have your direct deposit. Direct deposit is really important because they see the cash inflows. So they see the money coming in every 2 weeks, every week, or every month. So you really want to go there. So see, you have built a history of goodwill, of monetary, what we call a history of monetary goodwill with the bank where your deposit, your direct deposit is at. So because they see you as, okay, I'm making 84 grand a year. That's about what? That's about 7 grand a month gross income. So you're probably making, if we take 25% of that, that's about 5 grand, or, you know, my math is not really good, but 5 grand a month, that's like $2,500 every 2 weeks. That's solid cash. That's solid cash. So you want to go back to the bank where you currently have direct deposit, and you want to apply for a credit card there. So the thing here is that you don't want to apply online. You want to go to a branch, or you want to call them, you want to call and have a conversation first, so you can gauge your odds of approval. And please be very clear up front that you are looking for a high limit credit card, so they don't give you a tiny ass limit. You don't want that. Okay, so you really want to be sure about telling you. You need to have a conversation with them and explain the particulars of your credit card application. You want a high limit, whatever high limit means for you, 10 grand, 20 grand, 50 grand, whatever it is. But always ask. You might not get the limit you're asking for, but at least you might get something in between, which is always better anyway, instead of randomly applying and just hoping for the best. So start from there. Okay, so start from the bank where you're currently at, and if that doesn't work, you want to go back to the 2 credit cards you have and negotiate a credit limit, not negotiate, ask for a credit limit increase with those issuers. It's just a lot easier just to go, as opposed to just going for a brand new credit card. Thank you so much for your attention. Really appreciate it. That was it for today's conversation. And dear viewers, as I said before, you all are very smart. You're beautiful. You're talented. You're intelligent. Please feel free to pitch into this conversation. Feel free to chime in. Alicia needs your help. She needs your guidance. And put in the comment section what you think she should do. And Alicia, I have asked you a couple of questions, a series of questions during the conversation. Please answer us. You can answer us in the comment section or via email. Thank you so much, everybody, for your attention. I really appreciate it. I will see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.